Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Beginning of the End Times. This is another free-for-all, and in this free-for-all we have the Tomb Kings, we have the vampire counts, and then we also finally have the dwarfs. It should be a lot of, not the dwarfs, these are the dwarfs right here. So this should be a lot of fun for sure. I was told that this battle was really epic, kind of lots of alliances being made and broken in the midst of battle, which is what I always love to see in these free-for-alls. And this is obviously sent in to me by my Discord, so if you guys want to be a part of these battles in the future, or if just playing any of the scenario battles you see on my channel, then make sure to go ahead and join my Discord. There's always people looking for games in the set room, so make sure to do that. But yeah, I'm super excited for this battle. As I said, it is a full-out scrap. Everyone just comes together in the middle and everyone fights everyone, which is just what I love in free-for-alls. And a few alliances are made as well, so I'm excited to see how this one turns out. So let's start off by running through the army comps really quickly. We can see on the front line of the Tomb Kings, led by Blue Lotus, we have an entire line of Tomb Guard Halberdiers. So these are some really strong heavy infantry, which should be more than enough to kind of keep the front lines at bay. Then behind that we have some of the Legions of Lebazas. I butchered that, I apologize, but yeah, you guys can see what it actually says right there. Then as we go back, we have some of these archer beasts, and then we also have some more Tomb Guard. This is the sword variant of the Tomb Guard back here, and then finally we have some more Ashabiti. Probably butchered that as well. I'm not great with pronunciation, as you guys can tell. They definitely look great. I love the models on these guys. Beginning of the End Times team have definitely done a great job. We also have some Bone Giants back here, going to be very impactful. And then finally we have some of the Lich Priests as well, who are already unleashing some pretty powerful magic over onto the vampire counts, who have 2 units of Black Knights pushing around this far right flank, actually getting hammered by the magic right now. Then they have some of the Graveguard Halberdiers, the elite heavy infantry. On their front line, however, they do have some of the Skeleton Warriors spears, which are pretty weak. They do have some Necromancers of their own, and some Necromancers and some Necrochits, however you pronounce that, which are going to be retaliating back with lots of missiles. I feel sorry for the Dwarfs right now, because they don't really have a lot of missile fire to shoot back, I guess, besides their artillery. Then we also have some more Graveguard, and finally some Drakenhof Guard, along with some more of the Knights of the Black Grail, so some super heavy cavalry on this far left flank. And then I believe we obviously also have the Crypt Horrors, which are just amazing models, some really good textures on these. The teams never, failed to surprise me. Finally, though, we have the Dwarfs, who, as I said, do lack, the magic. However, they do have an Anvil of Doom, which we can see, which is going to be shooting out a magic missile, doing some nice AoE damage. They also have some organ guns, which, can rack up a lot of kills, and a mortar, and I believe they also have a cannon. They also have these gyrocopters. This is just so sick. I can't wait to see how these guys actually, how these guys work in battle, because that just is really goddamn cool. Like, that's just impressive. On their front lines, they have some Bogman Rangers supported by some Iron Breakers. There's also some Iron Drakes as well as some Longbeards. And we also have some Slayers back here, some Dragon Slayers, who are going to be charging in to kill the Crypt Horrors. And finally, we have some Quarrelers and Hammerers. So yeah, let's, without further ado, get this battle started. We'll also zoom in so you guys can get a better view of the battle and the shenanigans everyone is happening. And as people start to get a bit closer to the battle, what we will do is we will zoom in a bit more so you guys can really see the density of everyone's formation. So at the moment, the Tomb Kings are just hammering this front line with all the magic abilities they have, trying to just whittle down their front lines. You can really see it is, killing tens of 20, like maybe 10, 20 soldiers at a time. But we do also have the magic from the forces of the vampire counts unleashing their deadly volleys, absolutely just incinerating this unit of Bugman's Rangers. They've lost, oh my god, this is just brutal. The gyro bombers need to get over there as soon as possible. We also have a magic missile just being shot out. Where is this bad boy going to find its range? Right here, doing a ton of damage onto the archers back here. We're just going to be volleying off. We're going to go down to slow to half speed right now, because there is a lot of action going on in this free-for-all. Lots of missile fire coming off. We can just see how deadly these missiles are right now, ripping through these Bugman Rangers. There's only 46 of them left. They need to charge on for Wrath and for Ruin, even though two of the gyro bombers have actually gone down. I wonder what they went down to. They have managed to get these guys to fall back, but that was pretty deadly. You can already see the amount of damage coming in on the Dwarfs as they do push forward with their lovely looking Iron Breakers. No matter what comes their way, they will push on. So more missiles coming out from the Anvil of Doom, actually getting some nice hits on the great bows and also on killing all the archers. This isn't a bad idea right here for the forces of the Dwarfs, because their infantry is going to shred through the Tomb Guard eventually. So if they can kind of minimize the damage that they take from missile fire, then I think they're going to be having a great time in this battle. As well as that, we also have the Screaming Skull catapults actually shooting out skulls, which is pretty amazing, having some nice explosive hits, mainly just doing morale debuffs right here. You can see these guys are all affected by the morale debuffs. The Iron Drakes are shooting? Yeah, I believe they are. You can already see they're burning everyone in their wake as the Knights of the Black Grail come flying in here along with the Blood Dragon Knights. Bugman's Rangers are going to be having a tough time of it for sure. You can already tell, look at that, the Iron Drakes are shooting. This is just so awesome. I love battles which are just so hectic like this, of everyone just coming together, no one really having alliances and just scrapping it out, and then kind of alliances being formed, as we do have some of the skeleton spears from the vampire counts now being pushed into the front line of the Tomb Kings, if I could speak properly. So you can see we have the Dwarfs actually running straight through here against the enemy forces and actually hitting onto the great bows. This is nice by them. They can do some great damage, but we do have the big boy bone giants coming in. Let's go. They're going to run through. The Slayers need to get up here as soon as they can. The Dwarfs are actually going to fall, but they're broken. Wow. These guys have been broken from the Screaming Skull catapult and the bone giants. They're actually going to be fleeing. That is not good. What the hell is wrong with the Dwarfs as these Iron Drakes get hit right now? The Anvil of Doom and the Mortars are getting some beautiful explosion hits off though on the heavy infantry, and I think the battle lines are really starting to be drawn right now as the Crypt Horrors come flying in against the enemy. The Dwarfs though, man, the Dwarfs are just getting hit by every bit of missiles they have. A nice little explosion there from the Iron Breakers as the Slayers come flying in. This isn't probably the best matchup for the Slayers right now though. The Slayers need to be fighting the Crypt Horrors and the Bone Giants. All the Dwarven missiles are onto these Blood Dragons and the Knights of the Black Grail. They need to kill them if they can, but again, the mages, the goddamn mages, the necromancers just have open shots off into the side of the Dwarfs. And there's not a lot the Dwarfs can do about it, as again you can see the damage from that Screaming Skull catapult just coming in. Really deadly. The Dwarven Iron Drakes are going to be unleashing hellfire onto the Tomb Guard, as the rest of the Dwarfs and the forces of the vampire counts are pushing him. We can see that their Crypt Horrors have made a good way into the back lines. Hopefully can silence this Screaming Skull catapult would be a great plan if they can achieve that. Cavalry coming in as well, helping out the Tomb Guard from the side. And we also have the rest of these Black Knights, I imagine, ready to come flying in to the archers right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them coming down with their lances any second now. We can zoom in a little bit more now just to really see the battle. I'll do this so you guys can see. The vampire counts, however, are very spread out. They've kind of almost left the Dwarfs alone, as we do have that magic missile coming in onto the vampire counts and onto the Tomb Kings as well, killing all these necromancers. That's a smart move by the Tomb King to silence the necromancers. Because this is scored resolution, I believe. So, you know, you want to try and rack up as many kills as possible. As the Bone Giants are getting into the back line here, fighting up against the Tomb King swarms, which I didn't even see, as these quarrelers are now surrounded. Wow, what an explosion happening there. From the miners, I think that's damage from, as the quarrelers do decide to rout. The Tomb Kings are pushing around the flanks now with everything they have, scaring off the enemy cavalry. So the vampire counts definitely have their cavalry left in their side. Lotus is just trying to surround as best he can. If I was the Dwarfs as well, I'd be focusing down this big clump of soldiers right here, hitting vampire counts and Tomb Kings alike. This is a really close battle as well. I don't know who's going to come out on top at the moment because everyone is fighting everyone. There's no one holding back trying to, you know, seize victory. Everyone's just here for a good old scrap, and that's exactly what I like to see. The Archer Fire making its way over. Yeah, it's a smart move trying to take out these Iron Drakes with a missile fire. If they can achieve that, that'd be very useful as the Iron Drakes just scream flame on and just burn. This is a smart move by the Dwarfs because they're burning both Dwarfs, they're burning both Undead and the Tomb Kings at the same time. So they're getting double the points basically. This is a great move right here. How are the Dwarfs faring? The Dwarfs have actually managed to do a great job at killing the vampire counts on this right flank. I think a lot of the vampire counts have pushed around. Yeah, that's exactly what they have done to try and hit the Tomb Kings. But the Tomb Kings seem to be doing a great job, and the vampire counts are definitely running out of men. Yeah, I can barely see any vampire counts left on the field, besides the cavalry, obviously, which is still extremely valuable. But besides them, they have, you know, a few crypt horrors left, a couple infantrymen, but barely any. So besides that cavalry and the crypt horrors, they are going to be struggling as we do have some dwarfs making their way up here. The Ironbreakers are just in open plain fields right now. This could be a great opportunity for the vampire counts just to surround them, as I don't really know what they're attacking right now. They are receiving some archer fire as well. As the Tomb Kings, yeah, the Tomb Kings are literally focusing all their forces on just killing this cavalry. The Crypt Horrors are still alive though. I'm not really sure what they're just abandoning the Crypt Horrors for. They still need to take these guys down. The Crypt Horrors can kill a lot of these archers, which are just sitting ducks right now. Yeah, the vampire counts are just pulling back. Maybe the Tomb Kings are seizing the opportunity to take up this hill. Oh, here we go. The vampire counts charging down the heavy creatures. Are they going to make the run for it? Put their lances down and go after these abominations? I'm not sure. We'll make sure to keep an eye on to see where that cavalry force does go. The Iron Breakers are now getting ready to come into the side of the Tomb Kings. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, no. They're just going to go round them, I think. Try and hit some of this infantry. But these guys are actually extremely fast. And if they... Oh, my God. If they didn't back off, I think they might have caught one or two. That was very, very close. But I think the main plan here for vampire counts is to hit these weaker archers, you know, which are just 3 points basically sitting here. They're so undefended that the vampire counts can really just use these guys to farm some extra points. How are the dwarfs doing? The dwarfs are looking okay. They do need to deal with... Oh, wow, what an explosion. They do need to deal with these bone giants still, which could definitely hurt them out. They obviously have some gyrocopters left as well. So cool. I think that's the gyrocopters shooting out their guns right now, their steam guns. But with the Dragonback Slayers getting in there, or the Dragon Slayers getting in there, they should be able to deal with them okay. So the dwarfs, everyone's kind of running out of troops here, as we do have the forces of the vampire counts coming in. I don't know why the Tomb Kings abandoned this fight. They could have killed the Crypt Horrors and then just had their archers shooting away at the cavalry. Another charge coming off here from the Black Knights, hitting into the Tomb Guard, doing lots of damage to their numbers. You can see they've lost, what, 20 men? And they're still going down as well. This is the entire unit of Tomb Kings right there, just dying. The dwarves are surrounded as my voice cracks right now from the Tomb Kings. I can't believe my voice even went like that. Hasn't happened in a long time. The Tomb King General, though, dying to the forces of the Elders with their two-handed axe or two one-handed hammers. Very nice. These Iron Breakers are more than used to fighting in these situations, though. Fighting in the deep depths of the mines against the Skaven and the Orcs. So these Iron Breakers will be more than capable of holding this fight off. Especially with the support of vampire counts coming in the back. They might be able to even win this fight. More of the vampire counts coming in with their Black Knights, though. Their lances are going to be doing lots of damage. The Iron Drakes, however, the Iron Drakes have given their last breath, unfortunately, I believe, as the Knights of the Black Grail charge them down, using their heavily armoured sword horses just to throw these guys, these dwarfs, onto the ground and then trample them underfoot. But some of them did survive the charge, though, and they're going to be trying their best to hold off the dwarf. The dwarfs have won here, just a few units of these tomb swarms left, these scarabs to take away, and the dwarfs have an okay amount of men left. So what's even left? We have the gyrocopters for the dwarfs right now, shooting away at the knights. doing a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. We have for the vampire, and obviously the dwarfs have all of that. Then the vampire counts have their cavalry left, and these crypt horrors. Actually, a lot of crypt horrors left up against these dwarfs over here. And then what do the Tomb Kings left? Do the Tomb Kings have anything left? They have a few of these great bows which are about to die to the Blood Knights. Yeah, these guys are about to die to the Blood Knights. So are the Tomb Kings out? I believe the Tomb Kings are actually out of the battle. Yeah, the Tomb Kings are out. So it's just going to be the Dwarfs versus the Vampire counts. An El Clasico right now. As the Dwarfs, well, besides this Tomb Swarm, obviously. So we'll speed it up just a little bit so these guys can form up. Again, try and clean up the fighting going on. We do have these dwarfs. This is a problem. Vampire counts having heavy cavalry left just must mean that they're going to rule this battlefield. It's very open. The dwarfs are spread out. They have a small contingent right here. They have a small contingent back here, which if the vampire counts were to charge, could probably slay. And they obviously also have these iron breakers up here fighting against the crypt horrors. So I just feel like there's very little that the forces of the dwarves can really do. These gyrocopters actually getting caught now and routing from the battlefield. I imagine we'll see this going down any second now. It's almost like the dwarves are like rowing along the gyrocopter. That's awesome. They managed to get them into a battle. So what remains of the dwarves are going to be forming up now. There's not many of them left. So we'll just let them form up. And we'll watch these charges coming in. We do still have the elders who actually do have pistols as they shoot off, which is going to help them out. But they're going to get run down by there's the heavy cavalry. These elders, you can see already losing 10, 15. There's not many of them left. And these black knights can just retreat. We're going to have exactly the same on this far right flank as well as more of them come flying in. Yeah, very deadly. There's still the Anvil of Doom still alive, so that can, maybe turn the tide of battle a little bit. If this thing can get some big hits off on this cavalry, maybe, then they might stand a chance. We'll speed up again, just as the final fight does start to occur. More cavalry coming in on all sides, and the crypt horrors as well. But at least these slayers could have an honourable death here fighting against the crypt horrors, maybe taking down as many of them filth as possible. But I don't just see anything left remaining. There's some forces over here, maybe? No, that's all. Yeah, that's all routing units. So yeah, the dwarfs are out. I'm kind of confused how long this... Oh, wow! What a hit there by the Anvil of Doom. Maybe a few hits like that could end the battle. These blood dragons need to go silence that thing. Because that was a lot of kills right there on the dragons. Yeah, nice. They're going to do exactly that. So I can't really see a way in which the dwarfs hold firm. We do get to see some of the Prince Uther Dragon Company, though, holding their last stand right here. We can speed it up as well, just as they get cut down. Yeah, I'm really confused what the last parts of the battle are, because there's nothing left of the dwarfs, apart from obviously these slayers, or these black knights, and what even are these? Yeah, some of the Dragon Company right now. Do these guys really hold out for like 10 minutes or something? As we have more cavalry pushing in. Yeah, there's still 3,000 of these things up here left remaining. Is there something I've missed on the battlefield? Let's zoom out. All of this is routed, right? Oh no, are you joking? There's one of these dudes all the way over here, which I guess must have been forgotten about. Or maybe not. One Tomb Guard Halberdier is just like, I will win this day. Take down as many of the enemies as possible. The rest of the cavalry is just killing whatever's left over here, and I guess they must then make their way. If we just leave it on 6 speed, they must then just go what's even left in this battle, and then charge down the remainder of the Tomb King army, which is all the way over here. That's so funny that that's just run away. But what an epic battle that was. Really, really fun. So a massive thank you to the guys on my Discord for sending that in to me. Absolutely amazing. Please, more battles like this. I don't know if it's possible, but if we can get like an 8-player, maybe not an 8-player, but like a 6-player free-for-all, that'd be so sick. That'd be really, really cool. Bigger free-for-alls are better if people are there to join. So if you guys want to be a part of, like, say, like a 6-player free-for-all, make sure to join my Discord down below. What's even left? The Vampire Count's just running him down. I think the player does admit defeat now. But apparently there is still something left on the battlefield. Some dwarf left. No, that's not even that's just routing dwarfs right now. So I don't even know. But battle is just about to end. So I guess the Vampire Counts won, but they could not. This is score resolution. So let's take a look. The Dwarfs actually won that battle. The Dwarfs got the most kills. I was not expecting that. Granted, they killed a bunch of the vampire accounts, but even still, that is a lot. They got the most kills, but they also got the most skill as well. Or score, I should say. And there was actually quite a few of them left by Gennaku, so massive hats off to him. Let's see some of his kills. 120 kills on the Prince Uther, Dragon Company. Lots of, oh, look at this bottom section right here. Ironbreakers, Elders, Ironbreakers, Hammerers, Longbeards, Bugman's Rangers, all getting loads of kills. So what an awesome battle right there. Oh no, sorry, that's casualties sustained. Let's go, casualties inflicted. My mistake. Yeah, these guys maybe did not do so well. However, this unit right here of the Iron Drakes getting 358 kills, and this one getting 237 for the Anvil of Doom. Very, very nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.